Today I'm gonna show you how to adjust everything. If I push this button, what's gonna happen? If your window doesn't close, can you avoid going to service? Do you know how to adjust memory? If you break mirror, how can you avoid service department? And if your sunroof doesn't close, can you fix it yourself? What the heck is that? Can you use your mirror as your personal assistant? This and much more, but first this. Okay guys, today I'm gonna show you part 2. Okay guys, today I'm gonna show you part 2. Part 2. Part 2. Today I'm gonna show you part 2. Okay, let's just move forward. One thing I really like about seat adjustment, the adjustment is on the door, not on the seat, so you can actually see what you're doing. So if you'd like to move your seat, you see this looks like a seat, so you can raise the bottom of the back of the, you can raise the front, you can raise the whole seat, you can tilt it forward, you can tilt it backward, you can also extend the length for your leg of the bottom of the seat. That's a very cool feature. If you look at this seat, Mercedes C-Class, it's like a glove. Very comfortable seat. You see, this is from Sport Package. It has these nice curves, and you can. There is so many adjustments. You can actually adjust it to fit exactly your back. So it looks like a glove. So you can adjust it back. You can adjust back, front and forward, backward and forward, and you can raise and lower your headrest. There is a heater right next to the seat if you have heated seats, and the place on the right it's for cooling seats. This particular car doesn't have it. If you look on the seat on the right side of the seat, actually on the left side of the seat, there is inflatable lumbar control, and it's 4-way adjustment. So you can inflate it for your lumbar support, you can deflate it, and also you can move it higher or lower, so you can really find the sweet spot for yourself. So this seat really, it matches relief of your back spine. You can also move headrest forward and backward if needed. Also, in case of accident, it actually goes forward automatically to stop your head to go back, like stop whiplash. And then you can put it back. Now, your car, you see these switches, it's for lock and unlock doors, so you can lock and unlock, but also it has automatic door lock when you start driving. So to activate automatic door lock, you push lock button and hold for 5 seconds until it beeps. So right now it doesn't beep because it's already set. But if you push unlock for 5 seconds and hold, you will disable automatic door lock when you drive. So to set, you push it for 5 seconds lock and unlock for disable. All windows one touch. So if you push down, windows go all the way down. You don't need to hold it. And if you pull up, window will go up. All 4 windows are one touch. Now there is a thing, it's called synchronization, because there is so many adjustments. Sometimes when you open a window it doesn't close all the way, or sometimes it closes but goes right away, it opens a little bit. So if it happens, you have to pull window switch and hold for 5 seconds, hold it, and then release, and it will synchronize all the windows again. Mirror adjustments, you can choose left or right, and then you have 4-way adjustment, up and down, left and right. And the top button is to fold electric lever. Oh, I think I saw myself in the mirror. Let's go back. Wow, it's me. Very cool. The trunk release switch is on the bottom of the door. So if you pull it, it will open your trunk. And if you have electrical switch, which is optional, when you push forward, it will close the trunk. Okay, this particular car doesn't have this feature. Now let's look at steering adjustment. On the left side of the steering column, you see 3 levers. So the middle one, small one, that's to adjust your steering. You can pull it in, out, up and down. So it's 4-way adjustment. You see? You can push in. You can lower your steering. Or you can raise it up. So it's 4-way adjustment, which is very nice. Okay, the top lever, it's turn signal like in any other car, and wipers are built in, so you can turn. When you turn wipers to the first position, it's automatic. And if you push, it will wash your windshield. As I said, first position, it's automatic. When you put in the first position, it will work faster or slower or stops, depends on the rain. Depending on the rain, automatically. And the third lever lower, it's a cruise control. To set cruise control, you just raise it up, and if you push strong, it will raise your speed by 5 miles per hour. If you push a little bit, it's just by 1 mile per hour. You can also cancel, or you can resume. And also you can push brake pedals. Now, memory settings. Once you adjust your seat, your steering wheel and mirrors, you have to adjust all 3. Then you want to memorize it. You push M, and then you push 1, and it will beep. And that's it. It's all set. Now let's say you have somebody else, then you have to readjust everything for the second person. And then you put M and 2. Now everything is set for the second person. Steering, mirrors and seats. Now to recall from your memory, once you set it, for example, you know your number 1, you push 1 and hold, and you have to hold until everything adjusts back. If you put headlight switch at 12 o'clock, you don't really have to use it. It's fully automatic. However, some people feel adventurous and they like to push stuff, so you can do it manually. This left parking lights, right parking lights, all 4 parking lights automatic, and this is headlight manual. This is rear fog light. And on the right side you have dimmer adjustment for lights inside the car. Here's the parking brake. If you pull, you will release it. If you push, you will set it. But also don't forget, parking brake is automatic, so even if you don't do it, it will be released automatically. Sometimes it's even set automatic. If someone ever hits your mirror, like bicycle or motorcycle or some drunk pedestrian, and the mirror is out of its place, do not try to put it back manually, because you will break it. So here's what you need to do. You push your electrical fold and hold it, and hold and hold and hold until mirror will go in its place by itself. And once it's in, you can release it. If you do it manually, you will break it. Right next to rear view mirror, you can see the switch on top. This is to operate panorama sunroof. So if you push one touch toward yourself, it will open sunshades, both shades in front and in the back. And if you push second time, one touch, it will open sunroof. Push forward once, one touch to close, And sometimes down the road, here's what can happen. The sunroof closes and then immediately opens, or it doesn't close completely. So then you do the same thing that you did with windows. You have to synchronize. Okay, with sunroof you have to keep pushing until sunroof physically is closed. So you have to push once, twice, 3 times, as long as it takes to close the sunroof. And once it's closed, you push for 5 seconds. You hold 5 seconds, and then it will be synchronized, and then it will work again. Happens all the time with a lot of people, so it's a good tip. Next to sunroof switch, there is a holder for glasses. You have to try them before, because not all glasses fit. Like some designer glasses, they don't, so don't try to break it. Here's lighting. This is front light. You can see it's LED. It's in front. Push again. There's a reading light on the left side. It comes from the mirror. It's inside the mirror. Don't read and drive, by the way. There is a second reading light on the right side. It's also inside the mirror on the right side. Okay, by the way, inside the mirror there are 3 buttons. These are to program garage remote for home, and we'll talk about it in our next video. Okay, these 3 buttons are part of Embrace system, and the red button is for emergency, and this we'll talk about next video too. This is basically similar to OnStar. This is rear light. And you can also turn light individually. There's a lot of light controls. I don't know why, but it's lots of controls. And this button is to bypass light when you open the door. So if you open the door, you see light doesn't come on. And if you release it, then light will come on every time when you open the door. And now I'm gonna show you the feature that will make parallel parking an easy job. So first we have to turn on ignition. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is to pick the right passenger mirror. You see, now we pick the mirror. The next step is to adjust the mirror. And the way we adjust the mirror is to make sure, let's look in the mirror. Let me close up a little bit. Yep, that looks good. So the way you adjust mirror is to make sure you can see your rear wheel. So when you park, you can see your wheel against the curb, so you can see how close you are. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now if I look in the mirror, I can see my rear wheel, and I'd like to memorize this position, and that's a second memory position. So in order to do it, you hit M, and then you pick immediately one of the buttons to adjust the mirror, and mirror has to stay, not move. If the mirror moved, you did something wrong. And the last thing we have to do is to adjust mirror the way we usually drive. Now let's try to park this baby and see if it works. Right now I'm standing on the street far away from a curb. So let's look in the mirror right now. Let's close it up. You see, it's a regular mirror, regular view, so I don't see anything the way I want it. So as soon as I put transmission in the reverse, look at my mirror. It went down to my preset position. So now I can see my wheel. Let's go slowly and smoothly. Don't go too fast. Come to the curb. Also, I can see in the mirror if nobody is behind me, to make sure where everything is smooth. I see big truck is coming. Let me pass. Okay, let's now finish our parking. You see, I can see I'm coming to the curb. I have a little bit left, I have excellent view. Right now I'm perfectly parallel to the curb. I call it perfect parking. So the way I park right now, I can easily work as a professional valet parking. It's perfect. Okay, another good thing, while I'm still in reverse, I can switch to driver just by pushing driver, and wind mirror is going back to regular position, and I'm still in reverse. And if I push right passenger mirror, it will go back to the memory. So it goes from one memory position to another memory position, from parking memory position to regular memory position. And I can actually play with it. I can push left and right, and mirror will go up and down as much as I like. So again, if I put to driver mirror, it will go back to regular memory, and if I push passenger mirror, it will go back so I can see the curve. Personally, I like this feature a lot. And mirror will always go back automatically to normal position as soon as you put your transmission in drive. So that's a very good feature, you don't have to do anything. Now when we put in reverse, you also turn on your rear view camera, which is also very useful when you park in the car. When you turn steering wheel, you can see trajectory where your car is going to go to, which is very nice. And these white lanes, you see white lines, they actually show you how parallel you are. Okay, and you can see your bumper. This is your rear bumper. Here you can switch from regular rear view camera to wide angle. So whatever you like. Personally, I like just regular view. Another question I get a lot from people: what's the phone number for roadside assistance? Which is free, by the way, and it comes with the car. So if you open your vanity mirror, inside you will see the phone number is 1-800-4-Mercedes. And this is, by the way, this phone number you can use for Mercedes roadside assistance or anywhere else. Mercedes USA, Mercedes Financial, anything. Okay guys, I think the car got really dirty today. Let's wash it.